pizza connection was they were just running the dope through all the pizza shops. Like they were all like re-up points and shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's why they called it that. So a lot of that shit was probably still coming from the same source. It was probably coming from Corsican Gangsters, or at least that the shit was still being processed in Turkey, which is where they were doing the whole process and shit. So, you know what I mean? At that. But yeah, they're saying that basically they ran the operation that eventually led to Diddy's pop murder. And to this day, despite all of these theories, shit is still an unsolved case. It's kind of wild because then on the flip side of that, you got your boy Clyde Davis, Diddy's, godfather. Well, Ron Zipper is godfather, but in the music business. Clive around that same time had got caught up in some shit where they were trying to tie him to the Genovese crime family. Now, what's interesting about the Diddy being tied to somebody who got tied to the Genovese is this. When Gotti made that move on Big Paul, Vincent the Chin, he had a big problem with that because Paul, what the narrative is, Paul was enough of a pushover that Chin was able to really, gain a lot of ground on him when it came down to business negotiations and shit. It was some shit about Kennedy, which they depicted in the HBO Gotti film, which, in my opinion, is the best one. And after Paul got hit, supposedly it was Vincent the Chin that sent the hit that had Frankie DeChico's car blown up, because Frankie DeChico, who was a powerful capo and shit like that,